You're Joe Lewis. You're Joey. Man, welcome to Double Days Podcast. Appreciate you guys coming by. And, man, we have to get into it, man. We really got to I want to get information out to our viewers about, first of all, how do we start a podcast, right?
Right.
And what started it and how we got there and how we got, like even us, I'll even talk about some of the stuff that we started off and how we got there, right? But let's talk about the name of your podcast.
All right.
How did you start, man? Let's go.
So the name of the podcast, man, we started, I've always had a speech problem growing up. So I would say it don't look like. I always said it don't look like, right? And my dad, yeah, man. And my dad used to make fun of me, and then I was made fun of in school. So they made it as a joke at the house. They made it as a joke, like, hey, go get the rooster, or the rooster jumped the fence. And I'm like, no, it don't look like, right? So every time somebody would ask something like, hey, you think we're going to go over there? Like, nah, it don't look like. So
It don't look like,
So I told Joey that's what I wanted the name of it, bro, because I just been made fun of so much growing up until now, dude. My dad just still, hey, it don't look like. Hey, Dad, can you let me $100? Nah, I don't look like.
It don't look like. That'll work, man.
Yeah, man. So
That's cool, man. So Joey, so let me ask you, how did you guys collaborate? First of all, are you guys related?
No, we're not related.
No related.
Not related.
So how did you come together and collaborate, and how did this come about?
So we met in La Fiesta. It's a grocery store that's no longer around anymore.
Yeah.
Right, Joe? About
2009.
2009.
Mm-hmm.
So we always had like this pretty good friendship where he could just call me out the blue, and I'll answer the phone, and we'll just hit it off from
like,
where we left off.
Yeah, exactly. And we worked together for about a year, maybe a year or two.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we just, I left the store. Joe stayed there for a while. And it's been years since we had even seen each other. But like he said, I would call him, and I got his own nickname, Jobin. I call him Jobin. If you know the movie, yes, I Love You, Man. You know, he says Jobin. Right? So so I would call him out the blue every maybe year or two.
Right.
And I always told him, I said, hey man, my kids know you, but they don't know you, because I always talk about Jobin. So yeah, recently I called him, and he said that he was doing something. He sent me a video of him doing stand-up comedy, and I was like, what the I was like, man, that's so cool. Like, holy shit, right? He's doing something, because I remember him a long time ago. We've actually talked about it, right? And then he mentioned something about a podcast, and then I used to do a podcast, so I had a podcast before, and it ran like 20-something episodes, and we just stopped doing it because my partner he lives in Texas City, my podcast partner,
okay.
And so that long-distance relationship with me having the burden to do everything, it was hard, it was tough. And so that kind of fizzled out, and I had all the equipment. He mentioned something about a podcast, and I was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. Oh, man, that'll work.
Yeah.
So I guess you were doing all the editing, and man, because this takes.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, I would for hours at night, and I was real. I'm real picky with the audio, and Joe can tell you that right now too.
Yeah.
Like I'm real picky with the audio, right? And the equipment that we were using, actually it wasn't even. I was just using I have a mic. We had mics, but to dial in the audio, being in Texas City and me being over here, it was tough.
Yeah.
And I was trying to, clear out all the dead space and everything. I wanted it to be perfect, and realizing now, looking back, that it didn't have to be perfect. I could just put it out, but I burned myself out, and it was tough. But a lot of all that equipment that I had never used it. Right, so when Joe said, "Hey, I got an extra room, a podcast room," and I took it to his house, and we kind of brainstormed and caught up, and this is where we are now, right? So absolutely.
So he told me, hey, bro, you could use. He put it out, bro, like a kid on Christmas morning. He was just like, he put this here, and then I was like, damn, like that's a lot of stuff, right? And then I was like, oh, so. Like, do you know how to put it together? He's like, do I? Like a Simpsons character, right? Yeah. He was excited, man. And just to see the smile on his face, I know what it is like to work a lot.
All right.
At a job, just a job, right? But having him just setting up, man, he had so much fun. I had so much fun. And he was like, you can use my equipment. You can use everything. And I was like, but let's make a podcast together. You know,
Yeah,
I want you to be part of it.
Right, because I was like, hey, you mentioned podcasts, and I mean, I don't even have to be part of the podcast. For me, it was the joy of, hey, Joe, this which one? Because I know, I had a podcast before, right? So I know that, I mean, I really enjoyed it, So just me giving him I was just gonna give it to him and let him use it. Like, hey, go for it, bro. Go at it. And he's like, well, let's do it together. And that's funny, right? Because I had just spoken to my wife maybe like a week before. She's like, maybe you should get back into podcasting. And I was like, well, maybe I should because I got all this equipment. And then when I told her about Joe, and she's like, ain't that funny how everything just kind of coming together? And I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people call that manifesting, right?
Right, exactly.
So you're thinking about it, and it's just gonna happen. You just don't know when, and then boom.
Right.
It just happens. Right?
It just happened. Yeah.
That's cool. So how have you guys found like a category of podcasts that you want to do? Do you want to do sports, or do you want to do politics? Do you want to do music, film? What so far? I guess.
So I'm like dyslexic, right? And my attention span's like chiquito, right? So it's just I'm like, I'll jump from here and I'll jump from there, and it's hard for me to focus on one single thing for a very long time. So I told him, hey, let's just start off as conversations, just like me and you, we were just chilling.
Yeah.
But we do want to focus on comedians, boxers, because I wanted to be a boxer, a professional boxer, and truck driving because I was a truck driver and I got fired twice. So I just know the pain and suffering that truck drivers go through.
Really, the life of a truck driver.
It's hard, man.
Really,
it's hard. It's stressful. You lose a lot of time away from your family. So, and then how do you stay up at night driving, right, for 10 to 12 hours?
Yeah. That's
so
tough, man.
a lot of people listen to podcasts. So I was like, hey, we could create something for them as well. That's perfect. And if I already had a truck driver in there who was a really good friend of mine. So that's my goal. But we want to get everybody from San Antonio first.
Yeah.
It's like, who's doing what here in San Antonio? Because everybody's say like San Antonio, like, it's chill, mile, right?
Yep.
So, but I do Uber, I do share rides, ride shares. So nobody really knows what's out there in San Antonio.
No, we don't, man. We don't. It's funny that you say that because when we kind of started getting into the comedian space, one of the things is, oh yeah, there's open mics, almost every day of the week, and I'm like, where?
Exactly.
I only know one place, right?
Exactly,
and they're like,
yeah.
no, man, they start telling me all these places that they're having them,
Yeah.
and I was like, what? And they got into it, I had them on a podcast, and sure enough, that's what's going on, right? I didn't realize that's happening, here in San Antonio.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, we start getting, some requests to be on the podcast and stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, man, we'll have you guys on, and and promote your name and where you're going to be and so forth and so on. So and we've had some pretty good guys here, and ladies also. So we're kind of like in the comedian film right now space.
Okay.
We did a couple of boxing. We did one for Fajita Promotions. I think Promotions or Productions. I don't remember which. I think it's Promotions. And then Rumble in the Jungle. Shout out to Danny. We did a podcast with those guys, and we're promoting a fight that they were going to do. I believe it was for Labor Day, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But yeah, so we did that, and that didn't. It kind of fizzled out. I didn't know. I thought it was going to be something. I thought, oh, maybe that's going to be our space, right? That we're going to kind of get into that. But it just didn't work out. I don't know if it just fizzled out or whatever. And we tried reaching out a couple of times and say, hey, you want to do it again, whatever. And that just never happened. And maybe they saw a different road for themselves, and that's cool. I hope they become successul in what they're doing. So, but right now it seems to be those two. I think we're kind of in the film
In that space.
Yeah,
I like Joe was saying, kind of like the comedy, and really we've been having a really good time getting our friends on there.
Yeah.
Like he said, like more conversation. On our podcast, we get like real personal. I've actually opened up on mine on the podcast, of my past and my difficulties and stuff like that that I've had in my past. But along that space, and we actually like to have friends on there, like our just childhood friends, growing up. and more conversation. But I'm starting to see that world, that comedy world, or the comedy scene here in San Antonio. Like you said, I only seen I only know of one open mic. I only knew one, which was Laugh Out Loud.
Yeah.
And then I remember here, and Joe kind of like opened that door for me to see inside, and I'm like, wow, this is bigger than what I actually thought it was here in San Antonio.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's some great ones out there, man. I mean, they got me. I mean, there's some that make me laugh pretty hard.
Like we just had the episode's not out yet. When we had Big Al Gonzalez, and he came and he ripped our asses to shreds on the podcast. I haven't put it out yet. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, shout out to Big Al. Yeah,
Shout out to Big Al, bro.
Shout out, man.
Coming for you, Big Al. Part 2.
Part 2.
You're gonna have to host it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring him on. That's we had an event here as well at the Combies, and we had basically a lot of local comedians on, and man, it was very successful. It was beyond what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be some little get together, right? No, it turned into a thing, man. And now, some of the guys are, and some of the ladies are like, hey, when are you going to do another one? When are you going to do that again? Wait a minute here.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I was hosting one to begin with, right? But it was good. So, Bill Williams,
That's
Jack
cool.
Witcher, Becca was on. So we had some good folks on.
I saw you had Bobby Smith as well, right?
We had Bobby Smith from Upstage.
He's the owner.
So,
Yeah.
and so it was good.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. And so, man, maybe we'll do it in the future, again, something like that again.
They're really supportive. Everybody in the comedy scene, they're really, really supportive.
Yeah.
And once you get one, you got them all.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it is.
You got 'em all.
You're right about that, man. They're really close knit, people. Down to earth, real supportive.
Yeah.
They reach out and we talk, and we've reached out to other people of in other categories, right? And either we don't get a response, or
Right.
I mean, even if it's just a response of, hey, nah, I'm not doing the podcast scene or something like that. That would be cool, right?
Right.
But not even reply.
Not to even reply. Yeah.
That's, that's kind of like, oh, okay. But I don't know. But what are some of the things so far, I guess? How long? First of all, how long have you guys been on? Since
About 2 months.
2
About
months.
2.5, right? About 2.5.
Yeah.
We got 10 episodes. We got 10 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So about 2.5. I think we've been at it every week.
Yeah, every week. So about 2.5 months. Two
Okay.
and a half months. Yeah.
What are some of the things that you're like, man, I'm having difficulty with this? It could be 2-3 ththings, or it could be one thing. Like, what are some of the challenges that you have putting out a podcast? I guess for people out there that are like, hey, I want to do a podcast. Like,
Right. Mine would be the equipment. The equipment, the audio. How to dial in. You want to make sure all your levels are good. You're picking up echoes. You want to have a good space. To do it. Video. Video is not right. And how to edit them and stuff like that. Like, I think, like Joe says, we're just gonna work with what we got right now, right? Because I think, like you even said before, we even started recording. You got to start somewhere.
oh yeah,
Right. And so for me, I guess I'm real. I compare ourselves to like how other podcast sounds, not going through that, not recognizing like, hey, they've been doing it longer, right?
Yeah.
So I immediately want to sound like them, right?
Yeah.
Knowing that, hey, you just started, right? You got to let's first start, baby steps, and then eventually we'll get there. And that's what Joe tells me, And but that'd be the hardest thing for me to get over, and I know that it's going to take some time.
Yeah, it
right.
takes-
And
it
the
takes time.
every little thing that I hear, and Joe says, "Man, you always hear these little things, right?"
Yeah.
And I don't hear them. And but that's something that I'm working with on, to get better with, and to just find the time to do it, So it may seem like we got a lot of time, like Joe. I mean, he works, and I have a weekend job. But I also just started school, so I started going back to school. So, but just trying to find a time, and I got to get over that thing where, like, we got to sound that good right now, because we have to start somewhere. So.
Yeah.
How about you? I mean, anything that's challenging to you that you like, Man,
for the podcast.
Yeah.
I just love it, man. It's
So you is just
it's
do it.
yeah. It feels like okay, we're hanging out, but everybody else could hear our conversation. You know,
Yeah.
I want everybody like if Joey tells me his story, I'm like I'm engaged. So my uncle before he passed away, he just told me a bunch of stories as a kid. So he prepared me to be on podcasts. You know,
That'll work.
yeah,
man.
bro. So I love to hear people's stories, and then you know sometimes I see pain in people's eyes, just the struggle, the everyday struggle that we go through.
Yeah.
So, you know, that and I think Joey stresses more just because the technical things, right?
Yeah, the technical parts.
And I'm just like, oh, all right, let's get started. Like for me, you know, like he does all the background stuff, and then I just get on and you know, like.
Same here, man. So yeah. We my producer, my son, right? He does all this, right? He gets it all set. All I do, man, is set up the mic, get it right, and that's it. Let's start talking, and he does the rest, man. Because it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to put together, man. I don't think people understand. I've always told folks, hey, if you're starting a podcast and you want to know how I started, or you want some tips or information, hey, DM us, and we'll. I mean, I don't mind.
That's great advice.
I am not a gatekeeper, man. I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, we started off with a phone and a camera.
Yeah.
I mean, and it looked. Now that and back then. Am I right, David? We're like, hey, man, it looks pretty good. And now that I look back, I go, oh, man.
Bro. Why did you let me do it?
It looks like it was shot with one of those old films, the one that they would go, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Shit.
We're there right now. We're there right now.
The film. Shit.
Hey, but that's what makes it. That's what makes it authentic, right? I mean,
It makes it authentic, man. You can look back and you say, hey, well, at least I know technically we've gotten better, right? And like I told y'all before, if you look at some of our old stuff in the beginning, you're like, oh, man, I don't know about that. And then you see us now, it just took time, man. It just took time to get there, you know? And again, the audio, the editing, and I'll share some of these things with you. The editing, there's some AI tools out there now that'll edit it in 20 seconds.
Right. So that's what. So
tell him what happened, bro. Tell him what happened, bro.
So we have of course, a podcasting host, right? So we use Podbean.
Okay.
Right. So I use Podbean. Right. We distribute the podcast to all platforms, and then. So recently they have a Podbean AI. Run the episode through the AI. Cool. All right. So. What I didn't realize is that you can actually go into the settings and adjust the AI settings that you want to adjust, right? So instead of, you can just adjust like the audio, like the background noise, the hissing, all that stuff without removing any dead space, right? Because when you remove the dead space, you talk faster, it shortens the episode by a couple minutes, and it doesn't feel authentic, right? For me, at least, right? For us, right? So I told Joe, I did that, right? Whatever. And I uploaded the episode, and he calls me back, and he's like, hey, the audio is good, but it doesn't sound like us.
I was like,
we don't talk that fast, dude.
I was like, hey, bro, like I've been hit in the head a couple of times, bro. I know I don't talk that fast, dog, and I don't respond that quick,
right,
So,
right. So and I went back and I listened to it, and I was like, man. So it takes away that that connection, that element of like, hey, this may be super edited, right? A little too much, a lot fake, not very authentic, right? So
like two humans talking,
right?
Like a regular conversation, and then I was like, I like all the like, and then like, I took a while to think about it. I like it, but I don't know, maybe other people don't, but that's just, I was like, dude, I don't talk that fast.
Yeah,
I don't talk that fast.
I took down the episode. I just uploaded the regular episode, and he was like, "Yeah, that's better." And I was like, "Okay,
that sounds like us.
Sure. Yeah.
That sounds like us."
Yeah.
So are you guys putting stuff out on YouTube, Insta?
So Instagram, yes. YouTube. So what we're finding out is not everybody likes to be, or maybe doesn't want to be recorded, right? I mean, we tell them when they show up, like, hey, we can record it or we don't have to. And so, yeah, we just record. we're off a phone, right? So off my cell phone, off to the side. We could see all three of us, and we'll upload it onto YouTube. And as far as Instagram, I mean, we post, but we're not posting as much as maybe we should be, right? Because I think you got to stay active, right? And you got to keep everybody engaged and up with information and upcoming people you're gonna have on a guest and episodes and stuff. But that's difficult for somebody
and I
to
think
keep
there's
up with.
there's a certain time. Maybe you can chime in. There's certain times that you should be posting or something.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
certain times of the day, right? I heard it was like 7:30, 8. Like when most people get home and just do nothing.
Yeah, but just scroll.
Yeah, they just ignore everybody and stuff.
Yes, I checked that out, especially like on Apple Podcasts, since through your hosting site, you can actually go into Apple with the code and actually claim the podcast, right? And then you can go into Apple's podcasting site and it give you an actual breakdown of all your analytics. So that was pretty cool to see for the first time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Even on Pandora, right? I was like, he told me we're on Pandora. I was like, get out of here, bro. We're on Pandora. I was like, I listen to big old people.
That's in La Pandora.
Yeah, man. But no, it's been one hell of a journey, man. And I told Joe, hey, we're gonna go all the way, bro. Like, no te this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't get discouraged. That's one thing. I get. We brainstorm. Me and my son, and sometimes we don't agree.
Right.
Hey man, nah, just do it like nah. And so we have to find that medium, and that's good, because if we're not arguing, then that means that we don't care.
Right.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
No. If I'm arguing and he's arguing, he's trying to get his point, and I'm trying to get my point, it's because I want to be better. He wants to be better, and we're trying to drive the podcast, right? We're trying to get it, right. So that's a good thing. So if you get into an argument, I'd say, future podcasters out there, for me personally, I think it's a good thing that you're doing that, because it's constructive. Right?
Yeah, it actually is. Yeah.
It definitely is teamwork, man, because there's times where like he's doing all the editing and I'll just call him all randomly, right? Hey, bro, hey, you probably do the same thing, man. I was like, hey, bro, I got like 3, 4, 5 kids. I could do it right now, dude. You want to come over? And like, hey, bro, like I just dropped off my kids at school, like, because I wake up like at 4 a.m.
Oh man,
yeah, I wake up at 4 a.m. I get started. I've always woke up early, so and then I'll be like all day. I'm all excited. I'm blowing up his phone like a Sancha, and then he'll call me like the next day. Hey, bro, what's up?
Next day. I'm bad at that. Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
But I know sometimes my brain like it just keeps going, right, and I cannot. I'm asleep, dude, and I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm like, hey, we could do this tomorrow. We could do this, and
And that's good. That's good, because that means you're engaged, man. You're like, oh man, I want to make it. I want to make it better. Right. And so I would, for me, I would welcome that. I'd be like, oh man, yeah, and then probably think about it and like, nah, yeah, let's write. Yeah, you're right. Let's see, let's try it, or let's do something different, right? And and that's one thing that I'm also open to is. So I've had a couple of the comedians. I've had some film directors, say, hey, David, have you thought about doing maybe small films or doing some small skits and stuff? I was like, sure, why not? We can do it, right? So maybe that's kind of like what we start doing as well as the podcast. And so anybody out there, they want to do straight up skits using AI. I know there's some people that are doing that already.
Right. Yeah.
You just tell AI, and then the AI puts you in there in the scene, maybe Jurassic Park, and you're like, the damn dinosaur's eating you or some shit, right? I mean, I've seen some shit, right? I mean, like that.
Right.
Big Al's doing that right now. So I text him and like, hey, you having fun with the AI? All of a sudden, he's a big old a movie star now. So he's been on like 12 movies this week or long. So coming for you, Big Al.
Yeah, that's a thing, right? The thing with the AI, and that's, I don't know, is that going to be something that the public is going to, are they going to wrap their arms around it? Are they going to still like the old slapstick, regular stuff? You don't know. We don't even know yet if that's
Right.
going to happen, right?
Yeah.
But I do believe that there is a space for that. I think there is going to be a deal where people are just going to like embrace that.
Right.
'Cause that's going to be a thing, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
But yeah,
it's real. You can scroll through any social media platform and see, like, oh my God, are these videos even real? I mean, the AI is
looks pretty
incredible.
good,
It's getting out of control, but like you said, I do believe there's a space for it. And if you're looking to get into podcasting, I think AI is a really good tool to use and utilize, for a clear sound, and it just. It's got to get in there. I think maybe some glitches got to be worked out, but I think it's great. I mean, I think a lot of podcasting host sites are going to offer that. I know Podbean does because with our with our subscription, it is offered. Now it is offered as an extra, right, add-on, right? Like you get like 2 hours free, right? And then if you want to, up to 2 hours free, and if you want some more, it may cost a couple bucks here and there, but I think it's beneficial, to. If you want a good sounding podcast, I mean, especially for somebody like me and Joe, not having top of the line equipment, well, we get by and we got some good stuff, but it's not like top of the line, which for me it bothers me and Joe, but using tools like AI that's offered through the podcast hosting, I think it's a good benefit.
So on the podcast platforms, are you just doing strictly the audio, or are you doing audio and video? How does that?
Okay, so just audio.
So you're doing audio right now.
Just audio, yeah. So it is. They do offer for video, but right now it's just audio. Okay. Yeah, and then of course the video with YouTube or whatever video we shoot, it's off the platform, off Podbean, right? So we're just distributing it on our own to like YouTube and putting little things out here on Instagram. Yeah.
we do have the video, and I do want to put it on YouTube, but we're working on it. So little by little.
Little by little. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it costs money, and eventually we'll get there. So
yeah, and for those future podcasters up there, again, in today's world, you don't have to have all this money, man, to get a podcast together. You really don't.
Right, like you said, like y'all start out with a phone.
Start off with a phone, or what do you call those? The ones they put on their head. The GoPros.
Yeah, the GoPros.
Yeah, so I've seen people even use a couple of laptops, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You could use laptops, right? Mm-hmm. So, you might even already have that stuff at your home, and so, but if you want to get, to a certain level, there is going to be some, financial,
yeah, absolutely,
that you're going to have to purchase, and if again, it's just time that I do know that if you are really, really serious about it, and once you've invested in something, trust me, man, it gets more serious, right? Because you're like, wait a minute here. And let me ask, where do you go and find your guests? Are they reaching out to you? Are you reaching out to them? And how does that go?
So when I told you when we get started, I said everybody that's gonna come on a podcast is very important to me, and they played a really good role in my life, and I wanted to keep them there in my life. So we started with me and him first, and then we started with a friend of mine and another friend of mine, and then we got some comedians in. So everybody in the comedian world who's helped me to, hey bro, let's go here, or take the workshop, take Bobby's workshop, take the LOL workshop, and everybody who's guided me through, and I try to have them on. And that's how I reach out. So being a comedian as well is helping me get to them. Who do I want, or who's helped me, and we could help each other.
Okay.
And we have another guest that Joey got on soon, so we're gonna have him tomorrow. So we have a podcast for tomorrow as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So one guest on our show is finally I got to invite him. But I see that, man, and that's what Joe told me from the jump. Everybody that's going to be on the show has played a vital part in my life and has gotten me to where I'm at today, and I see that, and I saw Rick Gutierrez come and do a podcast, and the way he spoke with Joe, still, giving them advice while we're there in the podcast before we start recording. Big Al's doing the same, with Joe, get advice and pumping him up and, telling him, you got to keep going. And I see that, right? So I know that they play a very important role in Joe's life, right? And the friends that he's had come on to the podcast, right? And especially for just to allow me to be there with them and to go see him go through this journey, for me, that's very special to me too,
Yeah.
Because I've always considered Joe a really, 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 really good friend, even though like we were out of contact for a long time, right? But this is just solidifies it, man. Just to see him going through this, this journey of something that he wants to do, and to see him gain some kind of form of happiness, and success, that means a lot to me too, man.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
that's cool because you're right there, right? You're
right
seeing
there.
it. You're seeing
Exactly.
the scene. Yeah,
as it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
Right.
That's cool. I can tell you, I got this. I can tell you some of the comments, some of the things that people have told me about the comics and the comedians. Is, hey, David, why don't you have the old guys on, meaning somebody who's been doing it for, 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And why are you having some of the younger guys or some of the younger women there that have been doing it for, a couple of years? So I can just tell you, and for future podcasters, you want to get the, of course I'd like to have, George Lopez on here and Fluffy and these guys.
Hell
of course. I mean, who wouldn't, right?
Right.
But for me, it's the people who are reaching out to me saying, I want to be on your podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that means a lot to me, right?
Okay.
If they're saying, I want to be on your podcast, to me, that's a personal, like, that they're reaching out. It's almost like they're reaching out first for a handshake, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, of course, come on, man. I want. So the folks that have been around and been doing it for forever and all this, right? I'd love to have those people on there as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know who those people are.
Right.
I'm just, we're just starting off, as just kind of like you guys, right? And
Right.
so we're trying to find our way as well. All I can say is for anybody that's listening is you could have been doing it for 2 weeks. You could be a comedian for 2 weeks, or you could have been doing it for 20 years. All you have to do is reach out.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
David, you got room for me to be on the podcast? Hell yeah! I won't even know. I'll just look at your name and say, okay, let's put him on this date, right?
Yeah, right.
And then I'll later on I'm gonna look and say, oh, okay, let's see who he is. Oh man, he's been doing it for 30 years or something, right? That's
Right,
cool, right?
right.
But I don't know that. So again, those people that are out there, whether it doesn't matter whether you've been doing film for a long time. Hell, even your truckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that you could probably get a trucker that's been doing it for, let's say, a year, and he may have some badass stories, right?
yeah,
Versus a
absolutely.
guy that's been doing it for 20 years, and he may be like, nah, I just went to the Valley and back, or I just go to Dallas and back, Okay, that's it.
Right.
Yeah, I just saw one wreck and. But this other guy's like, oh no, let me tell you about the truck stops, or some shit like that, right?
Hey, let me tell you about this
So
one, man.
good.
So again, to me, it's everyone's welcome.
Okay.
We'd love to have anybody on the
Right.
pod. Like, I'm glad you guys came because I wanted to talk about that, right? About the podcast and how to start.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how about, have you done anything remote? Meaning, like, have you gone to a location, somebody's location, business?
So we haven't. We have the ability to do it, right? Because we record off of Zoom, a P4, right? Zoom Pod Track 4. So we have the ability to be remote, and all our equipment is remote accessible, but we haven't yet, right? We haven't had the request of, we don't want to go to your house, or we don't feel comfortable in somebody else's house. I want to record out in the open, public, here at, or at a restaurant or something like that. So we haven't had that request yet, and it hasn't been an issue. But if need be, yeah, we'd probably be willing to, because our equipment is, we can take it on the go. So,
It's portable, right?
Yeah, it's portable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had some experiences where we've done a couple of restaurants. We've done. I think I was talking to you earlier with Rumble in the Jungle.
Yes,
We did
yeah.
remote, or Fajita Promotions. We did it out, I guess, at the food truck park, right? That they have out.
Right.
And so and I thought that was a good experience for us, right?
Oh, okay.
For
Okay.
us to get out there and
That's exposure
set
too,
up,
right?
Exposure, that whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can tell you, and those watching, that's a good experience. That was a
Okay.
really, really good experience for us
Alright.
because now we know, hey, we can go anywhere now, right? I'm gonna feel comfortable if somebody tells me, hey, man, I want you to come to my ranch. We did one in a ranch.
Nice.
Sure, let's do it.
Nice.
Or let's go, whatever. It doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
So it's been good. So I would recommend you guys, if you get that opportunity, man, to go out and
Open up a little bit more.
open up a little bit,
Okay.
Get out there, man.
just
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
out there, hell, it could just be a restaurant, man. It could be, anything. And so, because the restaurant, right? Yeah, we just asked.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt to ask.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You know.
Okay.
Yes. No. Okay. Or you got some outside space or something. You know. Yeah.
We did the restaurant, and then they came back and said, "Hey, when can y'all do it again?" I'm like, "Whoa!"
Oh
well,
wow. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
They liked it, that we were able to have,
And that Mexican restaurant across the street, the guacamole place,
yeah,
they started following me and trying to figure out why we did it there and not there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All
Guacamole.
right.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Hey,
so-
and they like that kind of stuff because another comedian is Cleto Rodriguez.
Yeah.
He I don't know if you follow him on Instagram, but he does like food stuff. So he'll go do a podcast there, and he'll try different foods throughout the week. Like around 10 o'clock, I watch him on Instagram. So yeah, restaurants they love podcasts.
The restaurant,
man.
yeah, because it brings, it's exposure for them.
For
Right.
sure,
It's
for sure.
exposure for
Right.
them.
Yeah.
And so, and maybe free food for us.
Yeah, but hopefully, hey, man, hey, come on now.
Take me with you.
That's one thing I mean, every show that we have recorded, every episode,
Talk
we always, I mean, look at us. We talk about food.
we try food and we love.
Have you had any foodies on? Like, I had a guy, Big Tex, on.
Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, we had him on, and he was a funny guy, man.
We haven't had any
I'm telling
foodies
man,
yet.
he needs to be a comedian, man. He's really he's a funny guy, man. To me, he's really funny. But he's a foodie, and I think he owns a food truck, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah, the food truck park, that food truck park that we went to.
Oh, I thought we were 604.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
we've got to hit that up.
Hey, bro, that's
I mean,
our spot.
It's literally like, we live on Marbach and 1604. So it's literally like right there.
Yeah. The owner there is a good guy, man.
It's behind Caliber Collision, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey.
Right
Let's go right
there.
now. Hey, we might go right down right now. Hey, we're coming, bro.
Yeah. It's a good spot, and I think the guy's name is Eddie. Yeah, I think his name's Eddie.
Okay.
He was a good guy, and he let us do that the podcast there. It didn't work for him in the sense because we had to lower the music, and he's got patrons out there eating and they want to listen to music, and we're in the
Okay.
podcast and da 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 da.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I'm sure there's a way to do it without interrupting him and his music and his setup and everything. But no, overall, I thought it was pretty successful too. So yeah, man, don't be afraid to reach out to folks like that, and you just never know, man. You just
Yeah.
never know. And then the big one is always for any podcaster, for anybody's like, man, I haven't gotten that big hitter, right? I haven't gotten that big draw, that big person that the superstar or the musician or to me it's going to be in time for me.
Yeah.
I'm not really interested in that right now. If it happens, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens. I'm more interested, kind of like what we talked earlier. It's like, man, I want to know what's going on in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The locals, man, the
Yeah.
people that's happening here.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to know what's happening out there. The up and coming, the comics, right?
Right.
The up and coming filmmakers, right? For us, I want to learn and hear their stories, right?
Right,
And then
right.
eventually, you're going to get one that's going to just take off, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then, don't forget us, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I reached out to a guy who publishes books. He's got a couple of books out there, and they're like rhyming kids books or something like that, right? But that's what he does. And I looked at his LinkedIn. I mean, his one of his social medias, and I saw SATX. I like this guy's from San Antonio. Let me reach out, and he messaged back to us. So
Yeah.
maybe he's something, as a somebody, he's an author, publishes books. That's pretty
Wow.
cool, but yeah, it doesn't have to be that big, right? So. I mean, when we had Rick and Big Al there, man, I'm listening, man, because I know what they've done. I know, they've gone and they've seen some things, they've done some things, and I'm just there, like, I'm just taking it all in, like, I told Joe, like, I'm not starstruck, right, but I'm kind of like in awe of what they've done with their career, from where they start. I know what they've done and everything,
Yeah.
right? So there was times where I'm not contributing nothing to the podcast. I'm just there taking it all in, right? And I'm just letting Joe and him. I just let them flow. It's like kind of like I'm here, but I'm kind of like not here, right?
Yeah, we had Al here last weekend,
Yeah.
and again, I didn't know. It's just Al. Hey,
Yeah.
how you doing? Al Gonzalez, Big Al. Okay,
Yeah.
hey David. And I thought he was just. I mean, I didn't say just another comedian, but I thought he was an up and coming comedian, right?
Right.
Not knowing, and then after he finished his set and everything, and I think he had to run because he had to do something else or another performance somewhere. The host came and told me, he goes, "Hey, David, he's gonna go and headline over here, and he does this." I said, "Well, dude, why didn't you tell me, man? I just thought he just had to hurry up and do his set and leave."
He was on his way to go to a show too when he did
that
ours.
day.
Yeah.
When he did our podcast. Yeah,
Really?
He was. I know it, but he's
But he's a good guy. He's hey Al, Big Al, thanks for the cigar, buddy.
Thanks for hurting Joey's feelings. No, he gave us some really, really good knowledge. He has a lot of experience inside the comedy world. He's done movies. And he was like, hey, give us some pointers. Like, hey, bro, you should like get some sound, some sound. Hey, like
Take the what do you call those cartons? Those McDonald's
the crates,
the crates. Take those down.
Put some diapers on there, dog. But I mean, if you take it into knowledge, right? It's like, okay, he's telling us straight up, and it's gonna help. So, yeah, man, thank you, Big Al. So we're gonna put that episode as soon as we get out of here. We're gonna put it on the YouTube and then on the Podbean as well. So we're actually on every single platform, right?
Yeah,
Where they can listen to audio.
Oh yeah,
Audio.
Yeah, all of them.
But
yeah, that was different,
But
man. Yeah.
I do see they didn't have to go to the podcast. I asked them, and
Right.
yeah, we're already starting out Rick Gutierrez as well. So he was mentoring me as well, and Big Al as well. So they were both mentoring me, and they did show up, and we do appreciate y'all guys going there. Thank y'all very much.
That'll work, man. Because they're busy. They're busy, and I when these people come, and I just overwhelm them with gratitude, right? 'Cause
Absolutely.
I know they're busy, man. I know they
Right.
got lives, they got regular 9 to 5s, and they're trying to get their career with
Right.
this doing, and so yeah, for them to come and spend some time here and sit down and talk with us. Yeah, it's always a good thing.
It's hard too, man, when you got somebody with that much experience and they're telling you like, hey, I did this, and then you're like, dude, I seen that, like, and then like I know who you're talking about, I know where you've been, and then when you're going through the process as a comedian, it feels fake, like it feels like a dream, because you like, this dude used to make my family laugh on TV. We used to be in the living room, and now I'm here with him in the room, just chilling with him, and he's giving me advice.
That'll work.
So for me, I try to soak it up as that day, but then again, I don't want to be like, oh, hey, dude, you're acting weird, bro. Like, you're like, oh my God. Like, I'm trying to be, professional.
Yeah.
But having those guys around, man, and then you go home, you go to sleep, and you're just like, man, I just learned a lot of stuff. And if you don't capitalize in, you lose out.
Yeah.
But,
No, I these guys, yeah, like I just sit there and listen, man.
yeah.
One thing, I can tell you my style. For those people,
Yeah.
I like to ask the question, but I like for them to carry the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I just ask the one question and then just let them
Let 'em rip.
Let them
Yeah.
rip.
Yeah.
Let them go,
Yep.
man. Just
Yeah.
whatever. And
Yes.
then if it gets a little, if it stops, then I'm already thinking about, okay, what's my comeback, right?
Right.
To continue it, right?
Right.
And so that's what I do.
Yeah.
I don't like to be the main. I don't. People don't want to get on here and watch me. They want to watch the folks that I'm bringing on.
Te dije, I told you. I told you, eh?
I know. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
yeah.
because that's exactly what they did, right?
Yeah.
So Rick and Big Al, and comedians that, or at least them two, right? They got a story to tell,
Because they got
Yeah.
right? They got
the 15 years plus.
yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah, I mean, I just kind of kick back and hey, we're gonna let them carry it, and they carried the show. And I mean, it was great. I mean, I love listening to stories like that, right? Because I'm a fan myself of the comedy scene, right? I'm a fan of comedy podcasts, right? I love, I listen to a lot of comedians that have podcasts, right? And I'm intrigued by their stories and what they've gone through and the shenanigans, right?
Yeah.
And the hardships also, right? Because
True.
it's starting out it's hard, right?
It is hard.
You know, they're hearing about
That's
their living down the road, you know, and
You're broke.
you
and
broke,
You got no
and
money.
you know, so
Yeah.
that's and how did they make it now? You know, from going to that to where they are now, right? So,
Yeah.
I just well, if they can carry the podcast, hey, I'm all for it, right? Because
Yeah.
I just have to kick back right here.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just sitting there listening. Yeah, it's like me. I'm just sitting there listening, you know, and
Right.
let them go off. I had Sonny Corona the third here. He's a filmmaker, and I asked him one question, and he just went off, dude. And I was just about to just sit back and just like, oh, okay, because he went off, man, because he had so much information,
Right.
a lot of experience, stories, things that he was doing, some stuff that he was working on. All that, right? And that was a very good experience, man, for me. I was like, man, even after the pod, man, I was like, hey, man, so sit down here. I want to talk to you for a little bit more because he had so much information,
Right,
man. And,
absolutely.
and so, yeah. And so that's how I that's my style on the,
Right.
on the podcast.
Right.
Just let my guests pretty much carry it. I always tell them this. I was like, you're here to promote you.
Right.
You're not here to promote me. I'm not here to promote my podcast. People are watching the podcast because I got you on here, man. So I need, you tell me, your story, what you're doing, where you're going, what you are, where you, whatever, man, whatever you want. It's all about you. And so once I get them in that mindset, that's why I always like to get them in here a little early.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to do like 30 minutes before.
Right,
And
right.
then we'll just kind of chit chat a little bit,
Yeah,
talk or
yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
And then I try to, push that to them, say, hey, man, this is about you, dude. This
Right.
is not about me.
Right.
And so, tell us your story, man. Tell us some story, some funny story. You want to tell us some hardship stories? That's cool too, man. Because people may not know that about you.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
and
Yeah.
maybe your hardship story will
Inspire.
somebody or say, man, I went through that.
Yeah.
But look at him now, right?
Right.
And so it's all about that, right? And,
Right.
And so yeah, and that's my style. That's how I've been.
I like it, man. It's a really good style, and I try to adapt to it as well. So, but I see that you're on it too. So there's some times where I'm just like I listen, but like you said, you're trying to capitalize on what they're gonna say. But sometimes, man, they talk a little bit quick. So
Yeah.
But I told Joey, in the comedian's mindset, the mic that's his sword, right? So I'm just gonna be, because we're used to being on stage and we're like, hey, if it gets quiet, ain't nobody laughing, and then what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like you're here to make people laugh. So that's why I tell them that's why they don't let you talk sometimes. So they're always on, like especially if they have high energy. There's some women that have really really high energy and they're just all
Right.
over the mic and stuff. So, but no, it's a learning experience, and man, and I appreciate y'all too calling us out here. This was pretty cool, man.
One thing that I am going to start doing, and I've even promised a couple of them. I said, hey man, I want to go see you guys. So tomorrow night, Bobby, we're going to go see Bobby at Upstage, and kind of spend some time over there.
Okay.
Because man, I want to see what are you guys doing out there? I didn't realize like all this stuff's going on.
Oh yeah, they do a lot of things.
And so I'm like, no, we need to go. We had a Marcus Davila here from Lions Act. He's a director. I think he's a CEO as well for that production company, film production. And he was here, and that was last Wednesday. And we're sitting here talking it up, blah, blah, blah. As soon as the podcast is over, no, before the podcast, he goes, oh, yeah, by the way, we're going to go shoot a scene over here at Breckenridge. Like right now? Yeah. Like at 9:30. Y'all want to come? We're like, well, shit, yeah. I ain't never seen no shit like that, right?
That's
So,
badass.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Elgin, the co-host, he's like, he was going to be in it. So he's like, oh, yeah, let's go, man. Yeah, you can be in it. So we went, and they ended up getting my son to be the lighting guy. Yeah. So he's over there, doing the
That's what's
light
up.
and all
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah.
But what was very inspiring, was interesting and inspiring, man, was all the people that showed up, dude, on a Wednesday at 9:30 at a park.
Oh wow.
Damn.
There was, how many, Dave? About 10, 12 people, something like that? Yeah, man.
Jeez.
And here we are at 9:30
Yeah.
on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
People work. And they were there. I think they shot for about, yeah.
Oh wow.
Jeez. Oh, till 1 o'clock. You stayed out there till 1?
Yeah. Because I wanted to see it. Like, I wanted to see.
You wanna see
because
our process.
what's the process like? And I kept watching where he was. Like, I wasn't watching what was going on. I was watching what he was doing.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Because I'm like, yeah, okay, I see what he's doing. Like, okay, then he moves himself around, right? And I see how he's positioning himself, and in the lighting, right? How they were telling Dave, hold the light here, go high, go low, all this other stuff, right? Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna shoot from the back, or it's just that little two and a half hour experience for me, man. I was like, man, I learned a lot from that.
Oh, yeah, you do. And then it becomes like addicting because you're just like, hey, you want to go here? And then you want to go there. And you don't necessarily have to like go drinking or anything. It's just fun because
It's
you're
just
learning.
fun, man.
then
That
you
was some fun stuff right there.
Then you can use it, and then it's a cool business to be in. Man.
It was on our event last weekend. I promised myself I ain't even gonna drink a beer. I tell you what, dude, that's the first time that I have not been had a party or anything and not drank one beer, dude,
Wow.
and had like a 10 out of 10 fun, dude.
You had a blast. Yeah, that's
That was badass, dude.
Yeah.
That's badass.
That was some fun
Absolutely.
time, man. That was a fun time.
Yeah, you see
And
a
so-
you see a picture with Bobby Smith, big old smile. He's like, I said, hey man, you were smiling, bro. He's like, "Arr."
Yeah, but they were all great people. Shout out to Marcus Davila for being here and then inviting us to go see the shoot. I believe the short film's going to premiere on the 29th, David. Last Laugh. You can see it on YouTube right now. You can see the trailer. Last
Oh.
Laugh. It's about
Last Laugh?
I don't
Okay.
remember what it's about. A clown kind of. It's a horror,
Oh,
short,
hell yeah.
short film.
Okay.
And and they're going to premiere it on the 29th. So should be a good time for them. They're going to do it at Woodlawn, David. The premiere. Santikos. That's right, Santikos.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, they
Okay.
tickets. But it was a good time, man, with him as well. So I'm learning a lot. Loving the podcast, meeting people, meeting you guys now. Man, I met a lot of people now.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, man. How many videos we got, David? And it doesn't even seem that like that.
Wow.
Like now that I look at him, like, man, that's a lot. Like what?
Like full podcast, like an hour long, maybe like 10.
Okay.
10 full ones?
Oh, so you already do short ones a lot?
Yeah, do short.
You gotta do short ones.
That's how you get the subscribers.
That's how you get
Oh,
them
okay.
to go check out the rest of the podcast, right?
Yeah, like the shorts.
The shorts, yeah, they kind of point them over. So, but yeah, I met a lot of people, man. Had some good conversations. I've learned a lot, and so yeah, if you want to get into podcasting, I guess find your niche, find your love, and always remember, man, you got to have fun. If you can't have fun, then maybe it's not. Go do something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you get into like, oh, I want to be famous or I want to get money, it's pointless.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to rush something that it takes time.
It takes time.
All the
yeah.
successful guys, like they've been doing it for years and years, and then the way they speak so well, right? Like,
Yeah.
like the way we're watching you too, you speak so well into the mic, and then you wait, you're patient, and then it all takes time. I said, Joey, let's just get started, bro. Just do it, brother. Like and then I think it's the fact of scared of rejection, right, or failure. A lot of us are scared of failure, so it's just like, dude, it's not failure if you're not. If it's only failure if you stop. So just do it.
I'll tell y'all a secret.
Okay.
I don't like the way I see myself. It doesn't matter, man.
You're still
From the
not-
beginning to now,
You're not comfortable with your voice on video yet?
I'm not comfortable in seeing myself on video.
I got you.
On any video, shit, it
So-
could be your cell phone video. I don't know why. It's just I just like, man, I don't even look good and shit. Like, man, I hope that dude deletes that.
The camera made me look fat.
I know, man. Is there like a, one of those?
AI it, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's a normal thing because Joey was like, man, that's what we sound like. But even being on stage too, I'm like, that's horrible. Who the fuck let that guy on stage, dude? It just, you criticize yourself a lot,
Right.
Which I think is good though.
Yeah.
I think it's good because you force yourself to get better the next day or the next week or when the next performance, right?
Your next performance, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's for me, it's like learning that even to this day, man, even to this right now, it's like trying to, I guess, better questions, better open-ended questions. Try to ask the right question. All that.
Right.
It's just going in your head.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's how I prep. I'm like, okay, I got to look and see, research these people, research this guy or girl, and then say, okay, I think I want to ask this, I want to ask that, right? And somehow or another throughout the pod, I'll use one or two of those out of the 10 that I thought of, and and it works. It
Right.
works. It seems to be working good for us. So,
Yeah, I like your setup. I seen your videos too, man. So around the comedy scene, man, I think I should be out there a lot more. So Upstage is a good place to start.
yeah.
Yeah, it's real intimate. That's where I started. I did like a minute and a half. I talked about me and my dad's first DUI. So I talked about that, man. And
Everybody in San Antonio has a DUI.
yeah, well, I didn't get it, bro. I got away from it. I was only 9 years old.
No, there you go. Oh, man.
I got one, but I got mine in North Carolina. But yeah.
Yeah,
In North Carolina?
He said it's cheaper out there to get to get a DUI.
It actually is. It actually is. I mean,
Everybody just go drinking in North Carolina.
But we don't recommend it.
we
don't recommend
not
it.
at all. But
Yeah.
it is. I mean, it only cost me like a little over $2,000. That was it total for my first offense.
Here's like a good 15,000, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a what they call is a obstruction of a highway. It's not a DUI. It's not a DWI. It's just right underneath that shit right there. Guy, good lawyer, man.
Yeah, gotta get him.
Good lawyer.
Shout out to ex-judge Tony Jimenez. I'll call you out, brother. Shit, you took my money, man.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good lawyer.
He's a good lawyer.
I had the
Shit.
best DWI attorney in Wilmington, North Carolina, dude. And I paid him cash.
I'm sorry to put him out there, but he was stopped at a yellow light. He was stopped at a yellow light, guys. I mean,
So when the cop come up to me and he asked me, like, what are you doing? I said, I'm waiting for the light to turn green. He said, it's blinking yellow. I was like, I was cooked.
Oh man.
I don't have an issue watching other people's body cams, like they're making idiots or fools out of themselves. So when the attorney sent me the body cam of me, I was like, yeah, I'm not watching that.
Oh shit.
my God, yeah.
Well, hey man, I appreciate you guys coming. Man, the hour flew by, man.
It did.
oh man,
The
that was
hour
an
flew
hour.
by.
Yeah.
it flew by.
Great time.
Man, definitely got to get you guys back again in the future, man. I know you guys are going to be successful, man, and can't wait to start, listening to you guys, and I guess maybe eventually watching you guys. You're going to put some of the videos out there.
Absolutely, yeah.
And man, just send your guest over to me too.
Absolutely,
and I'll
for
send
sure.
them mine to you.
We're gonna put the one with Big Al where he roasts us pretty bad, and then. But yeah, we're gonna put that one out, so in that way we'll probably make some clips of me crying in the background or Joey crying in the background. So yeah, we'll do that, and then Man, we'll love to come back.
Yeah, it was
Love to come
it's a
back.
great time, man, and let's stay in touch, collab, man. If we know of something new coming out or something that could help you guys, you know, like I said, my son's he's pretty into that savvy techie stuff, so
Okay.
you know, he can help out a little
Absolutely.
bit and stuff. And
That sounds
yeah, but thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right.
it. Thank you.
The rejection thing. I put a whole video out of focus and it still did good. Remember when I was out of focus on the cameras because I was just learning these
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
and I thought it was the worst shot
Yeah.
I've ever done. Ended up getting 100,000.
Damn. Sheesh.
See, bro? See, bro? It's authenticity, right? So, real life.
Yeah.
It's whatever because most people their eyes are already jacked up from looking at the phone so much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If you color it right, darken it, which kind of almost looks good, but
Yeah.
you can still see the blurry.
A lot of hidden things, huh, that you could do to bring attention.
When you're especially when you're viewing it on TV,
Yeah.
you see a big
Oh, really?
difference, man.
A phone, for instance. Everybody thinks it looks so good because it's blurred in the background. It looks good.
Yeah.
If you put it on the TV, you're gonna see all this digital mess.
See, I
Okay.
didn't used to see that.
Yeah.
Right.
Until he started saying, he goes, "Don't you see it?" And I go, "No, I don't even know what you're looking at." He
Yeah.
goes, "Dude, look, I'm showing you." And then I'm like, "Oh shit, it's right."
Yeah.
It you think it looks sharp, but it's not, man. You see the pixelation going around. I was like,
yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
okay." And then you know what you know. Either it was a phone shot with a phone or yeah,
You
I can
yeah.
tell too, man.
Yeah.
Before I couldn't tell at all, man. I was like, "What's wrong with this?" And he was like, "Nah."
Well, when did I start buying the expensive phones? Last year about this time?
Yeah, about this time.
That's when I really noticed it.
Yeah.
Because that's the first time when I was out of focus.
Yeah.
I thought it was in focus, but it wasn't.
Damn.
Because it looked that sharp already. But once I figured out how to focus right,
Yeah.
it looks AI.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 You got some good stuff then, huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's cool stuff. So, but cool, man. All right. How long we go, David? It's exactly